Hello and welcome to another episode of How to Make an Album. This time I'm going to talk about the song Life Finds a Way. And this one is a song from 2022. I made it in Weekly Beats in my first time making a song every week in this nice online community that you should check out. And it's my third song from that year, so it's week 3 in January something. So it's a dear song to me, and I was close to putting it on the first album, on my album Romantic. But for some reason, I felt it didn't fit. It was too much piano, too jazzy, but not quite there yet. Even though, and then the composition kind of simple, and maybe the playing not like super confident or something. So I didn't do it in the end. But now I have it, and I think it fits very well with the songs that I have for the new album. And so I'm just gonna play it and then tell you a little bit more about it. A comfy seat, a silent retreat, a warm blanket over my feet, a hot cup of tea, a bird in a tree. I look at her and she at me. The world was okay, but it only took a day. Now I'm waiting for life to find a way. I did my bit, but I never asked for it. And once it's all over, I hope it will repeat. I did my bit, but I never asked for it. And once it's all over, I hope it will repeat. So, what to say about the song? It started off as a kind of a song about war, some song about uh, feeling a little bit anxious about the world, about, yeah, I think nuclear war. I was thinking for some reason in that time. I mean, I guess 2022 was a pretty crappy year, near the end of the pandemic. And of course, weeks later, the Ukraine invasion happened when Russia kind of invaded Ukraine. So, kind of a weird prescience, you know, pre-science, whatever you pronounce it. Not really, but unfortunately, those feelings did not result in totally like being wrong. They just got confirmed by the world, getting more and more messed up since then. It's also vaguely inspired by kind of a couple of dates I went on, where I was talking to this girl about silent retreats. She went on a silent retreat for a week, and she told me all about it, and I was like, interesting. So yeah, the vibe of it I really like. It's kind of a ballad, but then in between the lyrics, because the composition is very simple. There's a pedal G, and then different chords happening on top of the G. I hope the sound is okay. So it's G all the way, and then white keys just kind of going down these nice chords. And on the second part, where I go, the world was okay, I go to the A flat major 7 over G in the bass, still the pedal tone G, and then a G minor, boom, boom, and then an F minor 7, boom, boom, and then kind of a diminished F, and then coming back to the C6 or A minor, however you want to call it, and still G in the bass. So the way this works, at least in my head, is the G is the 5, is the dominant chord, because the song is happening in C major. So the fact that I have G in the bass keeps a sort of a tension that wants to push the song to go to C, to resolve. But I never resolve it, so I keep it tensioned throughout the whole song. And that's also the feeling that I have in the lyrics that I'm trying to convey, that there's tension, that it's unresolved, like what's gonna happen. A comfy seat, a silent retreat, a warm blanket over my feet, a hot cup of tea, blah blah blah. I mean, it sounds nice, but it's not peaceful, it's tensioned, and then the world was okay. There's a dissonance here, even though the G is part of the A flat 7 and the G minor and F9, you could say, F minor 9, and even part of this. So G is always part of these chords, but it's more dissonant because now it's like kind of fighting with the A flat. And the world was okay implies that it's not anymore somehow, right? And it only took a day. Now I'm waiting for life to find a way. Whatever it means for you as the listener, that's what I'm trying to convey. That there's a tension feeling, something changed, and now life is a little bit up in the air. And that's life. And then I did my bit, but I never asked for it. Speaks a little bit to this feeling of, how you're born and you never chose to be born, but you're still having a good time anyway. Reflecting a little bit on that, Plus, of course, reflecting on doing things that you do because you kind of have to or kind of need to. Whether you like it or not, you gotta do it. Sometimes in life you gotta do stuff whether you like it or not. So hopefully you enjoy most of it. I did my bit, but I never asked for it. And once it's all over, I hope it will repeat. So I'm twisting it again, because the idea was that maybe it's not so pleasant that you're doing all these things you didn't ask for, but you found a way to enjoy it, so you do want it to repeat. And I mean, sometimes I'm thinking, this is something about war, you know? It's like, oh, the world was okay, but it only took a day. There was like nuclear war. One day, boom, everything sucks. And now I want it to repeat like crazy. So it's not about war. Yeah. And so I think I'm taking a little bit of poetic freedoms to create a mixed message that is kind of contradictory. So just full disclosure, I don't exactly know what the song is about, and I meant it this way, to be quite ambiguous, to be interpretable, and to make sure that people can get something out of it through this poetic method of leaving, enough openness and being a little bit concrete, but then you can make your own story. So that's kind of how I approach it. And the composition itself, it starts with a little jazzy thing, and that's also how it starts in the original version from 2022. And the idea is, this part is so simple with these chords that I wanted there to be something a little bit more fanciful. It could still probably be fine without, but just because I can do it, and because it creates even more mysterious atmosphere to start with, like some ambiguous. And it really can be anything, and I'm doing it different every time. And I'm trying to reference a little bit the chords and stuff that are from the middle of the song, right? Before I go to the pedal tone somehow, I lead it into the white keys, lead it into the G pedal bass, and then I can go to town with the comfy seat. And in the middle part, because it goes, I hope it will repeat, and then I hit the A flat again to start the solo, because it's the mysterious, Depends how inspired I am in the moment to go fully crazy or go very slow and meditative. And the idea is not to play a lot, because then the nice things happen in between the notes. But sometimes you just want to do some runs, and if you can do it, all power to you. So I think that's basically it for this song. I try to keep it a little bit shorter because the last few videos were crazy long. And if you did watch them, thank you very much. If not, consider go checking them out, because they go a little bit in more depth. Also, these songs have had more thought put into them than, for example, this one. Although I think in terms of it being enjoyable, I think both strategies can result in good stuff, So, thank you for watching this one, and hope you have a really nice day, and I hope that life finds a way for you, whatever that means, and catch you in the next one. I only have, I think, around 2 song breakdowns left before we get into the more juicy stuff about making an album. So, thank you. Ciao.